So hi guys, my name's Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber. So right here, I have all of my goals from 2018. And we're gonna see if I actually did any of these. I wrote them all down, so I've had time to reflect. Not really. But yeah, let's just get into it and see if I actually did any of these things. So before I get into my goals of 2019, I kind of want to reflect on my goals of 2018. I kind of want to do that. Now here's the deal. I don't know if my goals video will go up before February because I am taking a vacation in February, so maybe something will like spark, and maybe I'll like do my goals after I get back because like I don't want to set goals before I go on vacation. I don't know. We'll see. You'll see if the video goes up for goals, then you know. I'm gonna start off by saying this exact same thing that I said in this video where I made my goals. I'm not really a goal person. I'm not very good at goals, which is why I usually, if I make goals, I keep them very loosey-goosey, and yeah. Anyway, but I apparently did make some goals, so let's do this. So number one was my Goodreads goal. I think I set it at like 85? I don't remember what I set it at, but I did exceed it. I read 109 books last year, so I did do that. I definitely always make a Goodreads goal just because it's fun to track your reading, so I did do that. Number two was my Series of Unfortunate Events read along. I am still doing that. We just read Slippery Slope. We are now reading The Grim Grotto, and it's almost at the end, and I like don't know what to do with myself. I'm like so upset. I do plan on redoing that at some point. Like I do plan on doing the Series of Unfortunate Events read along again. But obviously there will be a break between the two rounds. I don't know. Goal number three was to continue my bookshelf haul revisits, unhauls, all of that stuff. I didn't do that in the new year. I did keep it going for a little bit, but I don't think when I filmed that video that I expected to be going back to school. And that took quite a going back to school took more energy than I think I recently anticipated. And as well, like I filmed that before I even thought about going back to school. So yeah, so I didn't continue those just because of like the stress. Like I had other things on my mind and more important things to focus on than reading and unhauling my books and stuff. So I did not continue those in the new year, which is alright. I'm cool with that. Like I said, my goals are loosey-goosey. My fourth goal was Grinchathon and to keep Grinchathon going, and it still is going strong. The next round, I think, will probably be in the spring. I think either March or April. Goal number 5 is a freaking joke. Goal number 5 was to read more nonfiction. I did read more nonfiction because I read my textbooks because I didn't expect to go back to school. So do they count? Because I read quite a ton of nonfiction then. No. I wanted to read like nonfiction, and then I'm like set like a loose goal where I'm like, maybe I'll read one nonfiction book every 3 months. Didn't happen. I think on my TBR, my wrap up for the year, I think maybe there was like 3 nonfiction books, maybe 2. Goal number 6 was the Rory Gilmore challenge. I am still doing that very, 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 very loosely. I kind of read whatever I want to read, and then I go back like months and months later, and I'm like, oh yeah, I read that. Like I'll go through the list of Rory Gilmore and I'll just like cross off ones that I just happen to read, but I do not base my reading off of the Rory Gilmore challenge like I used to. Like I used to actually like look for books and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read that one because that's on the Rory Gilmore challenge. I'm gonna read it. Now I kind of just read whatever I end up reading, and then I go back and I cross off like books on the Rory Gilmore challenge. So number 7 goal, my 7th goal was to request more ARCs and to do more reviews for you guys of books and ARCs, and I didn't do that in the new year. I did request an ARC. They sent it to me. I read it. And then I went back to school and did not do a review for it, and it really pisses me off. And now I feel like it's like too late to do a review for it. And I kind of hate myself, so I don't think that'll be something I'll be doing in the new year just because of my schedule. I obviously would love to have ARCs, and I would love to read books before other people do, so that I can hype them up. But I also feel like fucking trash when I don't get the review up in time. And then like I put it off and then I put it off and then before I know it, I'm just hating myself. So yeah, I requested one arc, got one arc, didn't do a review, hate myself for it. Speaking of that one arc, this is it, by the way, The House of 1000 Eyes. I do recommend you go read this, especially if you like stuff set in Germany. This is set when the Berlin Wall was up, and it takes place in East Germany. And it's very interesting. And I think it's a very accurate portray of what life was like in East Germany during the time. And yeah, it's really interesting. Very interesting book. Very good. Did really like it. Just never did a review because I'm a piece of trash. But I do recommend you go pick it up. It's by Annick Press. Is that's the publisher, and Michelle Barker is the one who wrote it, and it's really good. I really recommend it. I really enjoyed it, but I'm garbage. Goal number 8 was to get a P.O. box. Never did that. I don't know if I ever will. Maybe I will someday. I keep thinking about it, but I never do, because who the hell's gonna send me anything? Number 9 was to upload the rest of my travel vlogs. I think I still have like one from Croatia. Well, from Bosnia, that trip, the Croatia trip. I think I still have one from Bosnia to upload, but I don't think I ever uploaded it. I think I'm like one. I think I literally have one. I didn't upload it. And now I did upload one from our Mexico trip, and I did film in Turkey, but I filmed it differently than I did those videos because I wanted to see which style I liked best, and I don't think I liked the way I filmed the Turkey vlog, which is kind of upsetting because now I'm stuck with it. But I haven't even looked at that footage though, so maybe I'll change my mind. And now we are going to Costa Rica next month. Next month. Number 10 was to do more music. There's like a music type of video that I wanted to get out, and I never did those. But I do want to do them in the new year, and I do have plans for like the new year for a couple different kind of style videos for you guys. I just have to actually do it, but we'll talk about that whenever I actually do a goals video. I think 11 was I wanted to do more live shows, which I did. I've done quite a few live shows in this new year, which is weird because the first one I felt so nervous about. But I've really grown, and that's great. Like, I've become comfortable with like the live show. I still, to this day, have trouble setting up a live show. I'll never be flawless at that. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I forget how to set up a live show every single time that I do it. And I've done at least 10 of them because I've done one for every book in this series of unfortunate events so far. And I've done other random ones throughout the year. I did like a Grinchathon post-Grinchathon one. I did like a random reorganize my shelves one, I think. Just a random chatty one, I think, at one point. Number 12, I did mention like doing a shelf tour, which I can still do because I did recently, very, very recently, like as in like last week, reorganize my entire bookshelves, like all of them, except for over there. That needs touched, but that we'll save for another day because when the doors open, I don't have to look at it. It's a mess over there. But I reorganized all of my bookshelves. If you can't tell behind me, I did reorganize. I did change. It doesn't really look very changed behind me, but I did change a little bit of what's behind me. I still need some small little touch-up things, but yeah, if you want a bookshelf tour, now is the time to give you it before they get all fucked again. The last thing that I mentioned was like doing a book club, which is hilarious to me because like I look at that now and I'm like, that's stupid. First off, I'm not really like super popular here on YouTube. So the fact that I was even less popular back then, popular is the wrong word. Follow is the wrong word. Subscribe to. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like I was even worse like back then. Like I really didn't have anyone that I was talking to. So like the fact that I was like smug enough to think that I could start a book club and people would actually participate back then is just hilarious to me. And now I'm like, I will never. No book club. I do have a new goal that will be in my goals video. I do plan on doing more buddy reads in the new year. I do want to buddy read more books because I like that and I like chatting about books. I just have to figure out like a buddy reading system. Like I feel like everybody buddy reads differently. And like I could do a whole video on that actually. Maybe I will, on buddy reads in general. The different methods. Because I feel like everybody does it differently and it's just, it can be really weird. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out. Goodbye. All that fun stuff. I'm going to go and eat something because I'm still getting sick. And I should probably eat food to keep myself from getting sick. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm going to go eat though because food's good. Goodbye. Love you. Peace. I'm out. Goodbye. All that fun stuff. Bye.